I want to share with you today the journey of how I became a sleep coach, because it was not an easy ride. To start from the beginning, growing up, I always wanted to be a doctor. I thought that would be an amazing path in life, and in my circles, that's what a respectable young man did. Well, my career took me through high school. I did fairly well in high school, got into UCLA, studied psychobiology, and pretty early on in my college career, I recognized that medicine was not something that I wanted to do. I wasn't really interested in the coursework. I didn't like where managed care was heading. I just didn't see myself passionate about medicine in the way that it was being presented to me. So I was trying to figure things out in college, trying to explore different career options. At this time in my life, I also had a real passion for my own spiritual growth. And I was trying to figure things out in general, professionally, personally, spiritually. Where was life going to take me? I really developed a passion for Jewish education and decided that after graduation, I was going to go off to Israel and I wanted to become a rabbi. I was very excited about this new career to be able to help people. And lo and behold, 8 years later, after all of my rabbinical studies, I landed my first job as a campus rabbi at Washington University in St. Louis. We were there for 5 years. And after that, we ended up moving to Chicago to work with young professionals in that city. My dream of becoming a lifetime rabbi came crashing down. It was March of 2020, if anyone remembers that time in history. COVID was just starting to surface and take over the world. There was a lot of fear and unknown, and I was informed that my current position was coming to an end in a few months. We just had our 6th child, so we had our hands full, and I very quickly recognized that continuing to be a rabbi was just no longer an option for me and my family. I didn't want to have to run and race to another city and try to get another job. Finances were stretched as it is, and I recognized that the only option I had was to build my own business. I ended up studying a lot of business models to try to figure out what can I do in a few months to get my career up and running quickly to be able to support my family, even in these challenging times. Some of my peers were going into nursing homes and real estate, and while yes, there was a lot of money to be made in those areas, there also seemed to be a lot of risk and a lot of unknowns. Buyers, lenders, suppliers, the interest rate, it could be a very complex model. And the more business models I studied, the more I recognized that any time that your success is dependent on outside factors, partners, investors, supply chain, being undercut from China, whatever the situation is, you're inherently not in a position of stability. And when I saw the coaching model, and I saw, hey, maybe you could develop a business without complex systems, without huge staff or overhead. You can develop a skill to be able to transform and change other people's lives, and you're able to work directly with them as a cash for fee relationship. To me, that seemed like a business model that was destined to make sense. There was little risk, high potential payout, and also the passion and ability to be able to help people, which is what I truly loved. So I had to figure out, what was it going to be? What type of coaching was I interested in? I needed something that I was personally passionate about and there was a strong demand in the market for. I had considered a number of niches. I remember my first business model was actually selling marketing programs to orthodontic firms. But pretty soon I realized I was not passionate about that at all, and I decided to do something that really spoke much more to me. I had a background in sleep issues, my own struggle, and healing myself. In fact, I'll link that video in the description below. So I knew that I had the ability to help people with sleep, and I thought, you know what? Maybe let's go for it. This sounds like an exciting career. And I think this is an important take-home lesson to anybody looking into a business model. What's best case scenario? What's worst case scenario? How can you mitigate your risks and get yourself in the world of profit as soon as possible? How can you find a niche that combines both your interest and passion and something that can help support your family? All of these are key ingredients as you spread your wings into the world of entrepreneurship. I got out there to the market and I realized that there were 2 big challenges that I had. Number 1, in my ability to help people, because I knew that if I could help people, the business would start sailing. And number 2 was to actually, how was I going to get high paying clients, especially from the beginning, when to be honest, I really did not have any experience. I studied a lot. I became a certified sleep coach, but to tell you the truth, that wasn't enough. I really had to spend the next few years learning in the school of hard knocks, of working with real clients with real issues, understanding the complexity of people's situations, as well as continually upping my education, learning from the best of the best in the industry, not being afraid to think outside the box, making mistakes, and growing from those experiences. And I think anyone who makes it in the entrepreneurial space has to have that as a key mindset. You can't just step into the scene, know everything, and be successful from day one. There has to be perseverance. You have to be able to crack a few eggs before you can make that omelet of success. You also have to be able to think for yourself, to be able to pivot, to evolve, and be dynamic out there in the field. And with the marketing game, it was the same thing. I had taken on a lot of different marketing gurus and experts who took a lot of money and many times wasted it with no results. And in the same way, in my ability to help clients, I really had to think for myself and find my own voice, my own path, and the modalities to be able to be transformational. So too in the world of marketing, I had to find my voice. I remember learning under one of the biggest sales gurus out there about how to sell high-ticket items. And I had tried their system in my business, and it just crashed and failed. It was too linear, it was too scripted, it wasn't me. And I think whatever business coaching service you go into, you have to find something that fits with your own personality. If you try to be someone else, you're going to get burnt out. You're going to feel frustrated. But when you learn your personality, your innate strength, your God-given talents to be able to give to the world, and you're able to attract like-minded clients to want to work with you, I find that just really enables you to feel like you're in your flow. You can help people get those referrals, get those testimonials, and be ultimately successful at what you do. So it really took a while for me to finesse both of these elements. And if you're a business owner, you understand sometimes it's not easy to keep the ship afloat, going up and down in your success. It really took a while, a few years, for me to develop that consistency, both in my ability to help clients, even with complex sleep issues, as well as my ability to market myself, sell my program, and make a strong living doing so. And once I felt that I really had that down pat, I saw that my practice was fuller than I wanted to be. I was interested in working smart, not hard, not working crazy hours, having a nice work-life balance. And I thought, wow, there are so many more people that have sleep issues that I'm not able to help. I would love to be able to train others to make an impact in the population of people struggling with sleep, to be able to help the millions of people that really need solid integrative sleep coaches, as well as to help like-minded individuals be able to build their business in a way that they can be proud of. So in January of 2023, we launched the Sleep Coach Academy, and that itself was an exciting journey. Being able to take all the information that I know and to try to condense that and to try to build out a program that took all of the best modalities in both mental health, physical health, sleep coaching, business, sales, marketing, and to condense it. It was a humbling journey trying to lay everything out on a silver plate for my coaches. But once I did, I knew we were ready to launch. The first few coaches in my program, my founders, were amazing and are still very active in our coaching community. And it's been an incredible journey bringing so many more people in, having the opportunity to connect with them and see them now, the fruits of their labor, as they go out, meet their success, build their businesses, and are transforming the lives of people around them. What's been your story? Have you tried entrepreneurship but it succeeded or failed? What did you find was the magic ticket that enabled your long-term success? And if you're interested in connecting about getting into the coaching space, specifically with sleep, I would love to make a time to talk and I can find out where your dreams will lead you in your career. I'll have a link below in the description where you can access my calendar and we can get to know each other to see if the coaching space is right for you. This has been Daron Lazarus, founder of the Sleep Coach Academy, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.